What's up everyone, welcome to a new Inside Kovin episode. In this video we'll show how a primitive decision started giving results after just 2 weeks after implementing it. You'll also see which dispatcher won a $900 bonus and the reason for that. We'll share some conversations with some truckers who want to collaborate with us. Also, you'll see where and why one of our trucks got stuck for 2 days. We will also follow up on the interviews we held last week and their results, and we are also discussing some contradictions in the business, why brokers are not paying truck order not used, and how to protect your ramps from theft. So grab something to eat, sit back and enjoy the video. 1 month ago I decided to put stay within the working hours in the office. I was actually realizing way later after. We have that one resultative outcome with Jay. Jay got bored, was so bored one day that he helped Sam to cover his truck. It was a week or 2 ago, and I wanted to praise Jay for that. He did a good job. It was a naturally resultative outcome. Hope to develop a lot that team spirit between all of you guys. And I'm not saying Sam couldn't handle it. Maybe he has some limitations, some targets. And when Jay came into play, he didn't have any targets for that truck. And they succeeded. I don't know how good of the load was that, but they ended up covering that truck. What you just saw is an outcome of one of my decisions that I took about a month ago, where I was sharing my thoughts with you guys, whether do I need to keep our dispatchers in the office during their working hours, or do I need to let them go if their job is done and all the tasks are done. I was looking through the comments, pretty much all of you were saying that once the trucks are covered, once the trucks are loaded, once the trucks are in transit, there's no need for the dispatcher to be in the office, and that completely makes sense, but I went with the opposite decision. I put the company culture and the company discipline on the first place, and I did take the decision to make it mandatory to stay in the office during your working hours, regardless of whether you got your trucks covered in advance. It doesn't matter. Just because Jay got bored, he started to help his co-worker and they succeeded, and that's what I call team spirit, teamwork. What's up? Bond, James Bond. Let's turn on my meta glasses. We're gonna try to film simultaneously. Buenos dias. Todos. Anything entertaining for today? I can't see shit on your monitors through these glasses. Amigo, how are you?
Yeah, not so good actually.
Not so good? Your trucks are not working?
Covered for tomorrow, both of them.
You wanna watch some YouTube movies? How did you cover your trucks this week? You have 3 dry vans. All of them are going home over the weekend?
Yes, one is going to the yard, 2 of them are going home.
Okay, tell me the results for the whole week. The gross and the rate per mile, and how many loads and how many working days.
So for this week I have a dry van. It started in Concord, North Carolina. It worked 5 days with an over the weekend load. We got a rate per mile for him for this week, $4.21 a mile, which I'd say is pretty good for this market.
What's the gross?
$6,073. The gross is a bit lower because the owner of the company had a few requirements for us to be a little lower on the gross but a little higher on the rate. So of course we did our best, and I think we did our absolute best on this. So I hope Roger is happy with the results for this week. I hope if he sees this video he's proud of me. I had this other drive-in. He started in Augusta, Georgia. The gross for him is $5,250. This driver is a bit lower on the gross because he had to be home for today, 4 working days, $4.72 a mile. We had this third drive-in. He was off from today until Monday, and we had with him $4,200 on the gross and $3.71 a mile.
So 3 working days?
Yes.
By the way, you want to tell the community what did you get penalized for?
This is a mistake that many dispatchers have to learn from, that you have to be available 24/7. This is a hard job. This is not a job for everyone. So in case that your driver loads late and you want to go to get a bit of sleep, you better leave someone notified to be on phone, to respond to emails, and to be in the email chain.
You know what's the most Most important, that you took the responsibility and you learn from the mistake. It seems like a busy Tuesday.
I'm the handsome guy here.
You helping Daria?
Yes.
For her drive-ins?
Yes, I cover my trucks for today and for tomorrow.
You got some experience with the drive-ins, you decided to take it over. You wanna take a few drive-ins as well?
Yes, why not?
You ready to make a lot of money?
Of course.
By the way, Jay won $900 bonus from one of our clients. From 20 drivers, Jay's trucks had the highest RPM with at least 10,000 miles. So the first place was $40,975, $10,448 miles with a $3.92 rate per mile. This is the first place. This is the $400 bonus. The second place was $36,850, driving about 10,305 miles with an average of $3.58 rate per mile. That's the second place, and this was a $300. And the third place is $37,075, driving about 10,437 miles with an average of $3.55 rate per mile. For the third place, and this was for $200. And an honorable mention, this driver has a very decent rate per mile, 38,235 gross, 9,929 miles, just 71 miles left to hit the 10,000 miles target with a $3.85 rate per mile average. And this is all for the April month. This is the guy that used to go home at the midday. He used to get all his trucks covered. He's still getting all his trucks covered in advance, but I'm not allowing him to go home anymore. All covered for today?
For today and for tomorrow too.
How many trucks do you handle?
6.
How do you feel with the $900 bonus?
The same.
Money doesn't matter?
They matter, but I improving my skills every day, so I think that's better than money.
However, Max is saying that the rules are not fair, and I kind of agree. Max had a driver that did $57,025, driving about 16,949 miles, roughly 650 miles per day, with a 34-hour reset on weekend, with an average of $3.36 rate per mile.
This truck made more profit than the truck who won the bonus.
It is way more profitable for the company than the guy who won the bonuses.
We have a team that is working on calculating every single truck profit for the entire month. When those results will be ready, we will come with an update and we will show how much profit made the truck that won the bonus and how much profit made the truck that didn't get any bonuses this month. Good rate per mile is cool. When you have $20,000 difference between grosses, there is a possibility that my truck made more profit.
Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think? Who did make more money for the company? Which truck was more profitable? The one with the higher gross, with the $57,000 gross and the $3.35 rate per mile, or the trucks with $40,000 gross with the 3.67 the rate per mile? As a follow-up on our previous week interviews, we had 7 last week. We decided to invite one candidate in the end. He said that he will decline our offer. Since then, it's been 4 or 5 days. I got 4 more CVs in my inbox, and we're going to keep analyzing our potential candidates, maybe do some more interviews since we have 2 spots available in the office. Let's call those guys that I have in the inbox, see what they say. How are you? You got 5 minutes? Where did you find out about the dispatcher job? Your background, work experience. You said you worked in Ireland. Guy was asleep. He was sleeping. Let's schedule him for the next week. Call number 2. Are you based in Moldova right now? You have been working in Italy for 4 years. I'll probably have to have a face-to-face interview. So this guy said he worked as a travel agent and he didn't quite like that selling activity. He said that he doesn't think that selling skill is necessary for the dispatcher position. Call number 3. As I see in your CV, you have been working as a dispatcher. Okay, you want to change the company. Do you think you do not progress there? So you basically don't have your trucks, you just help booking loads for all the trucks. Okay, thanks a lot. We'll see you next week. This guy has some driving experience. That sounds interesting for us. Call number 4, attempt number 2. I tried to call them before, but they were not answering. Let's try to call again. They're not answering. I'll reply to their email if they can call me back, and I'll be able to answer the phone. Schedule, if needed, a face-to-face interview for the next week. We'll keep you posted. This is Sergio from Kovin Group. My team told me you're kind of looking for someone to lease onto. I'm looking at the emails right now. You currently have those 7 bobtail trucks. You're based in Minneapolis, Minnesota. You also said these are the only types of trailers you're only analyzing at the moment. In regards to your reefers, you said your drivers are currently working under someone else's authority. What exactly doesn't make you happy with that team? So I was currently talking to a owner that has about 6 trucks. He's looking to lease onto someone's authority. He's currently working under a company that he's not quite happy with, just because they're not really working with the spot market, especially nowadays, working more with the customers directly. That kills his profit with those very, very big deadheads. He's seeking for a company that he can lease onto. We're trying to see what are his expectations, if we maybe can refer him to one of our partner carriers that we work with. We'll also probably get our partners involved here. They'll most likely talk directly to them. So yeah, got it in my inbox. All I can do is connect them directly, but I was just curious what's his current problem. Hopefully we can help him raise his profit on his trucks. On the other hand, we have a truck empty in Fargo, North Dakota. What's going on with your truck at 2 p.m. empty?
He's in shop.
No, he's not. He's in shop because he doesn't have a load. He was empty around noon yesterday here, and there were no loads out of here.
At all. Like 7 loads and all of them
Okay, now yesterday he deadheaded to North Dakota, and there are still no loads for today out of here.
We had a big hope that we will find something today, but our hope was not that realistic as we would like to be.
Whose decision was to send him to North Dakota?
Our decision, our team's decision.
Your
Well, he was in Washington. He got some problems over the weekend. He got empty on Saturday only. Therefore, Saturday it's a problem finding loads everywhere. Washington, I mean, more than that, it's not a hot market.
What was the good load you took on Saturday out of Washington State?
We did headed from Seattle to Fata, Washington, and we went to Hamlin, North Dakota. It was a 4,000 bucks load. Actually, like 1,000 miles loaded, less than 1,000, 1,960 miles.
So you took a Saturday load out of Washington State, a $4 a mile over the weekend, and now you're struggling in North Dakota.
I don't know why so, maybe because it's snowing there, maybe because of the bad weather. It's harsh, it's ruthless to get out of there. I mean, we will know, we'll take this as a lesson and move on.
Yeah, also take a load and move on. By the way, Mr. David got another truck. How you feeling with another truck? You happy?
Yes, I'm happy.
How happy are you from 1 to 10?
9.9.
Did you cover your new truck?
I covered my new truck. He's run to Arizona.
From Illinois to Arizona, I saw you, right? For how much money?
$6,400, 1,777 miles.
How much per mile is that?
3.6.
From Chicago going to Arizona. And from Arizona, did you already book him a load?
Yes, out from Arizona, I book a load, 1,200 miles go to Oregon, $4,100.
How much per mile is that?
That's $3 for a mile.
We're on Tuesday and you covered your truck until next Monday.
Yeah, I hope so.
What's the total gross for the week?
$10,500.
Average per mile?
3.44.
When is he picking up in Arizona?
Thursday.
Thursday. Okay. $10,500 with a $3.44 rate per mile. What type of trailer is that, by the way? It's a flatbed Conestoga trailer, and it's the first week of May month. Rate this week in the comments. Let us know your thoughts about it. We will be waiting to see how good of a dispatcher David is. So, I just sent the salary statements, and the guys said that I'm not an empty talker, Did you get your salary statement with your $20 push-up challenge bonus?
Did.
Are you excited about it?
So excited.
How do you feel about your $20?
I'm very feel.
You very feel? Who else got that $20? You happy with the $20? So yeah, I added the bonus in the statement. What else do you guys think we should bonus you for this month?
We're fine with push-ups. We just need to do
Push-ups again?
on a weekly basis, let's say so.
On a weekly basis. I'm not so rich, man. What do you think we should bonus? We should challenge our dispatchers and bonus them for. Last month we did it for push-ups. Push-ups challenge was 60 push-ups? 60 push-ups in 5 minutes. It apparently was a bit easy, so we'll think about what we can do this month. We should maybe do some pull-ups, but we don't have a bot in the office. We'll think about it. Write in the comments what do you think, what challenge we should do. We're very curious. Maybe you're doing some challenges in your offices. Jay, did you see your statement?
I see my statement.
You happy with the $20 bonus?
Yes.
You ready to know another?
Another $20.
I was talking to a driver these days, and we were talking about why there are a lot of drivers not willing to buy ramps or buy even step decks, or those who has step decks, why they do not have ramps. They're usually concerned that these ramps are getting stolen, and those are indeed getting stolen, especially if you park in certain high theft areas. And this driver that I was talking to, he's not pulling a step deck, he's pulling a Conestoga, but he said that he finds this excuse that the ramps are getting stolen, they just don't want to buy ramps on step decks. He finds this as an excuse because there are always ways to protect your ramps, and one of the examples he was giving is that once you park in an unsafe area over the night, you take your ramps off the trailer. It takes about 5 minutes, I guess, 5-10 minutes. You put them down on the floor on your parking spot, and with your trailer you roll over your ramps, and this way your ramps cannot get stolen. No way they can get stolen because they are under the pressure of the trailer, and there's no way they can lift up the trailer and steal your ramps. So this was a good idea. It was a good insight from him. I think he even said someone that he knows is doing that. I wanted to share it with you guys. Those who have step decks and don't want to buy ramps because you're afraid that they will get stolen, you put your ramps on the floor, you park your trailer on the top of your ramps will be safe over the night in an unsafe place. So yeah, thank me and that driver for that tip. So we're about to attend something that's related to TQL and especially their truck order not used policy. I have learned it the hard way, as Max it is. Let's go and see what's going on there.
Just take me off. I will just stop using TQL.
So Max literally just booked a load 2 hours ago. They sent him the rate confirmation, but they did not send the dispatch it with the addresses. Now they're calling Max back and saying they don't have the load, blah 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 blah. Max is asking for a truck order not used, and they're saying they'll not pay a truck order not used because he did not get dispatched by sending that sheet with the addresses. TQL usually sends 2 documents. The first one is the rate confirmation that does not guarantee that you are on their load. Yeah, remember, when booking loads with TQL, always ask for the dispatch sheet with the addresses instantly. I learned it the hard way as well, as Max just did. I booked a load, I held my truck for 2 days. They did not want to dispatch me until the driver was empty. That's their bullshit. I don't know what's that for. They did not give me that dispatch sheet with the addresses until the last moment. In the last moment they canceled the load, saying that, I don't know, customer, saying again their stories. So my tip to you guys with TQL, always get the dispatch sheet right away. Do not believe their stories that they need your driver to be empty and then they'll provide you the addresses. That's their bullshit. They will not pay you anything. Another thought I was having, we posted that short clip today or yesterday, that short clip where we were asking you guys why do we need to stop 200 miles then, which was about a month ago or 3 weeks ago, I don't even remember. And then we posted our recent last Inside Kovin video we posted where we call the broker and when we find out from them that this is to prevent the load theft. We kind of agree with that, but those are two contradictory things that are going against each other. There's broker on the one side that you cannot stop 200 miles after you picked up the load, which of course is meant to say more to protect the load. Also, they have added that instruction below that it means more that you don't quite have to leave the load unattended. But on the other side, you have FMCSA with their law, with their cargo securement law that says that you have to stop first 50 miles and every 150 miles to check the cargo securement. I'm not sure how often does drivers stop to recheck their load securement on OpenDex. They should. I guess brokers have to think of something else when putting those notes in their red confirmation saying that you cannot stop 200 miles or you cannot stop 250 miles. It's even physically impossible. What if you want to use the bathroom or I don't know. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm really curious to know your opinion about that.